You'll be surprised how the Amazon River got its name. In 1541, a Spanish conquistador named
Francisco de Orellana
joined the famous Gonzalo Pizarro's expedition to find El Dorado, the legendary mythical city of gold. Both coming from Spain, they had traveled deep into the Ecuadorian Andes in search of this city, but the expedition was beginning to collapse. Food was running out, disease was spreading, the men were struggling to survive. So, Orellana was sent downstream with 57 men to find food and supplies with the intention of returning to the main expedition with help. Orellana and the 57 set off from the Napo River in present-day Ecuador, heading east. But the river carried them deeper into the unknown, and its powerful current made turning back increasingly difficult. The current pulled them and made it impossible to turn back, eventually forcing them onto the enormous river we now know as the Amazon. Now trapped on the Amazon, the current forced them forwards. These are the first known Europeans to ever go on the Amazon, and they were forced down the whole length of it. These men fought disease, starvation, indigenous tribespeople. They encountered all sorts of animal and fauna never ever seen by the European eye before. And some of the claims of what these men saw were even more shocking. Orellana's chronicler described enormous cities, extensive farmland, and highly organized indigenous settlements stretching across the riverbanks. For centuries, many have dismissed these accounts as exaggerations. Now satellite imagery, including X-ray scans that can see through the forest canopy, are beginning to reveal traces of massive settlements, suggesting there was truth in their reports. The Amazon is massive, and one hypothesis is that European disease wiped out these settlements before the Europeans even met them face to face, and very quickly these settlements were swallowed up by the jungle. Some were friendly, some traded, but the men indeed fought many of these tribes. And out of this came another extraordinary claim. Orellana's chronicler described women fighting alongside the men. The Spanish said these female warriors reminded them of the Amazons of Greek mythology, the legendary warrior women. And this is traditionally where the Amazon got its name. But perhaps the craziest part of the story got out the other side of the Amazon, reaching the Atlantic. But Orellana and his men didn't know exactly where they were. Stuck on the beach at the other side, they looked at the stars, and with the stars figured out where they were. Then, using the trees, they built a new ship and sailed. These men had set out from the Andes to find the mythical city of gold, and instead became the first Europeans to sail the entire length of the Amazon, and then made their way back home from there. If you enjoyed this video, please follow the account.